Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Nicky Hawkins, morning after the game before. Slightly out in the morning. I have basically just woken up. It was a long old journey back last night, but a very happy journey back last night because, um, yeah, we went to Southampton and we, just like in the last round, we absolutely put them to the sword. Now, like most, I was very much like a majority of people that were heading up there when they saw the starting lineup, thinking "fucking hell." And obviously, I'd done the preview just before, and I turned around and I said to them, we need to, we need to be playing the first team. We need to be getting a bit of confidence back. I don't think the others deserve a night off, and the kids started playing. The kids, a lot of kids, barring Kilman. Who was the others that was in there? Kante, who's obviously got a first team place now, and Pirro. It was 8 borderline children out there, and after the first one went in, I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, here we go. This is going to get bad. This is going to get worse, and I was starting to fear a little bit like, when Allardyce chucked the kids to the Wolves at Nottingham Forest. But it wasn't like that at all. I think it struggled at first to get a little bit of fluidity going in the player football. We was doing okay. We was doing bits and pieces. We let them score a goal. I think he could have been closed down a little bit better, but he probably is Southampton's best player that was playing there. And don't get me wrong, I know Southampton were playing a load of kids as well. Well, not kids, but a load of second string as well. But when you think about their second string to our second string, we've barely got a squad going. But once them kids got into the flow, my God, I thought they was impressive. The way they zipped the ball around, as they built into the game, especially after we got the goal, the way they built into the game and the way they brought energy, they was neat. They put Southampton to the sword. In the end, Southampton couldn't deal with them, and it wasn't just the way they played football and the way they zipped it around. It was the actual desire. It was the actual desire of the players to get that ball back, to start playing football again, to get it under pressure, to get it under control. Sorry, put on the pressure, and Southampton can live with us. Listen, Southampton have been poor, but we've been fucking just as poor, to be quite honest with you. So I was very happy. The young kid getting the 2 goals, I thought was excellent. I called him Musaka last night, but it's Mikasa. I thought was excellent all night long. He stayed on the pitch for the whole 90, and deservingly so as well. I thought Alford was brilliant. I thought he was absolutely he was probably my man of the match, to be quite honest with you. I know the youngster, fucking hell, I forget his name now, scored the 2 goals. I thought Golan Pekis was brilliant in defence. La Madrid, I forgot to mention last night. I forgot that he played at when I've done the fan camps last night, because the seniors did come on and they wrapped it up for us. But I thought he was awesome. He never lost the ball once. He's got nice tight control. And then when we went 2-1 up, I was a little bit gutted to see some of the seniors come on, because I thought they was going to take the shine off of the youngsters. But some of the youngsters stayed on. Obviously, a couple of them come off, but some of the youngsters stayed on. And the seniors just come and wrapped it up. And the seniors seem to take a little bit of what's the word? They took example of what the kids had done, and they came and put their A game, especially Tatty. Tatty was, I thought when you look at when Tatty came on, the contrast, it was chalk and cheese between what we see on Saturday. Tatty was walking around. He'd never give the back four a rest last night. He nearly scored by closing down a goalkeeper, but he never gave them a minute's rest. And he seemed to be really, really, I mean, and he was shown a lot of love from the stands, and hopefully that's the end of that. Tatty looked happy. He looked like he was going to stay. He got involved in the applause at the end, which sort of starts to think, when you think about we've got what 5 days now until the transfer window ends. You start to think to yourself, yeah, maybe it looks like he's staying. Maybe it looks like he's going to put in a shift. Ajala, yes, of course it's Ajala. But yeah, I thought the kids set the tone last night, and I thought they showed a lot of them first teamers, right? Whoever's in the first team now should be looking at that performance last night and thinking, fuck. And I think some of them seniors did, because I thought Bowen was electric as well when he came on. But some of them seniors last night must have been looking at that thinking, fucking hell, like these kids can fucking play. And if I don't pull my finger out, these kids will be playing in front of me. And I think that's the way to go. Listen, I think it was famously said by Alan Hansen, you never win anything with kids. But what I've seen between the seniors and the kids look better. The kids look, they look more hungry. They play neat football. Listen, they're a good quality side from when they was playing in the under-21s. They're used to each other. But I think there were some big performances last night. And there's a couple there that have played themselves. I think Golan Bekis has got, after Mavropanos' performance on Saturday, Golan Bekis has got to be considered for Saturday for Watford, in my opinion, because it's it was nice to have someone that can actually fucking talk and seem to sort of take responsibility. I thought he was excellent last night. He reminded me of a young James Tompkins, of a young Elliot Ward when they first came in. Like, big burly centre half, didn't give a shit about anyone. Was going into tackles and confident of winning balls. And you know what I also saw him doing a lot? When the right back had it, he was overlapping. Like, he was taking from the centre back and he was overlapping the right back to give him another option, which I haven't seen the centre back do for fucking ages, to be honest with you. But, I was so pleased. But, there should be a couple of them senior players looking at them kids playing last night and thinking, fuck, I need to battle for this place, which is only good going forward. If you've got competition for places, if you actually think, if you play there's a fly there. If you play badly, that there could be a kid on your tail ready to step in, because that's what we've had for a lot of the time. It's just no cover for anybody. You play who you play. I actually thought Ajala wasn't great on the wing as a winger, because Ajala is a striker. Unless anybody didn't know that. He is a striker. But when he had to do strikers' things, the header was excellent, because when you see it, and it's such a difficult chance, and you'll only know if you get in them positions. When you see headers like that, the keeper looks for all means and purposes like he's going to touch it, to sort of get back into your position and carry on with a header without sort of thinking, oh, is he going to touch it? Should I move here? Should I move there? Great header. And the second finish was brilliant. So when he got into centre forward centre forward positions, he done the centre forward things well. As I said before, I called him Musaka last night, Mukasa. He's been brought in for the first team. I thought Pirro at times, we look at I thought his work outside of the box weren't great, but when he got inside of the box, you could see he's carving himself out chances. But Mukasa, listen, somebody just said that my man of the match. I thought Alford was my man of the match, just because I thought Alford was brilliant last night. But Mukasa was up there. I thought he was a thorn in their side all night, and he's been brought in for the first team, and it's good. It's good. Obviously, a lot of people saying, why did we sign him? What's the point in signing players for the under-21s? It doesn't look like he was wearing the 14, which is very much a first-team squad number, and it looks like he's been brought in to play in the first team. Excellent performance last night. Excellent tone. Can't even complain about the manager. Once he smelled blood, he let him go for it. He carried on. He did not stifle them. He didn't try and start. I thought Veltman was good as well, by the way. But he didn't try and stifle them. He didn't try and shut up shop when we went 2-1 up because obviously we'd already went 1-0 down. And I can't fault the manager last night. He's got to carry it on. Don't do it one day, and then the next time when we face Watford, go back to your old ways. Listen, I think he knows time's running out. He needs to let these people or these players express themselves. But there we go. Only time will tell. Listen, it's a cup game. We move on to the next round of cup. I'm sure the draw's today, or is it today or tomorrow? But we'll see anyway. But yeah, happy hammer from last night after Saturday's diabolical performance. But we move on to Watford. Don't go anywhere. Thank you to OK Jerseys, who you can get your jerseys. This is last season's one, of course, from there. But we'll see. We need to hit some of that league form. At the end of the day, we've got 2 wins in the cup. We're the kings of the South Coast, it looks like. Today's a cup draw, so we'll be here for the cup draw. But it's going to be nothing if you don't start winning in the league anyway. But I'm unhappy now this morning, and the kids, as the old song goes, the kids are all right. One thing left for me to say. Go on, you